city that never sleeps. And I keep you ahead on all the Bengaluru buzz.
Covering from the southernmost part of India over the last 23 years, I bring in-depth and 360-degree coverage from the Dravidian heartland.
The land of Mishti is also known for its bitter politics. I have seen much water flow under the Howrah Bridge, covering Bengal in all its vivid colors.
In today's interconnected world, India's voice is more crucial than ever. When India speaks, the world listens. At NDTV World, we are that voice, bringing you intelligent and insightful news from India and beyond. From geopolitics and diplomacy to economic shifts, migration.
Hello and welcome to the Southern View. I'm Veera Raghav. Lots lined up this evening, including our special focus on the political fallout of the Congress sweeping the 3 bypolls in Karnataka, what it means for the road ahead, as well as a quick check of the weather situation in Tamil Nadu. But first, the headlines we're tracking this hour. All eyes on who will be the next Chief Minister of Maharashtra. The Maha-Yuti alliance not in a hurry to decide. Devendra Fadnavis heads to New Delhi. Eknath Shinde, Fadnavis and Ajit Pawar expected to meet Home Minister Amit Shah soon. As the NCR continues to choke with poor air quality, the Apex Court hits out at the state government, observes negligence on the entry of trucks, a decision soon on reopening of schools. Stormy start to the winter session of Parliament as both houses are adjourned till Wednesday after aggressive protests by the opposition. Heavy rain alert for large parts of Tamil Nadu, including Chennai city, as the depression over the Bay of Bengal intensifies into a deep depression. First up this evening, a quick check of the big political story coming in from Maharashtra. Who will be the Chief Minister after the enormous victory of the Maha-Yuti alliance in the state? Several discussions were on through the day. The top leadership of the 3 alliance partners are also expected to meet Home Minister Amit Shah. We believe that former Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis already on his way to New Delhi. Remember, the BJP in pole position by a huge margin with the 132 on its own and seems set to take the CM's post. But Shinde Sena and the Ajit Pawar's NCP also pushing for that post. Maharashtra's Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar clarified that there is no predetermined formula for selection of the Chief Minister, emphasizing that the decision will be a collective one. He also said that the Maha-Yuti's Alliance's overwhelming win has left the opposition Maha Vikas Aghadi without the numbers to claim the leader of the opposition. What he means is that each of the coalition partners of the MVA don't have the numbers to claim the leader of opposition's position. Short while ago, the state Congress chief Nana Patole also met with Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge. Overall, the Maha-Yuti alliance not in a hurry to decide on the chief minister and is working on building a cohesive and categorical formula according to sources for the next 5 years.
बात ये हुई कि भाई मतलब जल्दी मंत्रिमंडल होना चाहिए, मुख्यमंत्री पद के चेहरे पर आम सहमति जल्दी होनी चाहिए। उन्होंने बताया कि भाई अभी तक निर्णय नहीं हुआ है, हमारे ऊपर के नेता लोग इसके संबंध में हमारे तीनों से बातचीत करेंगे। तो लगता है कि भाई देवेंद्र फडणवीस जी हो सकते हैं, लेकिन एकनाथ शिंदे जी का भी बहुत अच्छा काम रहा है, उनको भी कोई जिम्मेदारी देने की आवश्यकता है। अगर देवेंद्र फडणवीस का नाम तय होता है तो एकनाथ शिंदे जी को केंद्र के मंत्रिमंडल में उनको अच्छा मंत्री पद मिलना चाहिए। इसी तरह की मेरी सूचना है। हमारी मांग है कि भाई रिपब्लिकन पार्टी को 1 मंत्री पद देने का वादा इसके पहले हुआ था, हमको ज़्यादा सीटें नहीं मिली थी विधानसभा में। देवेंद्र जी ने बोला है कि इस मंत्रिमंडल में आरपीआई को जगह मिलेगी और आरपीआई का मंत्री बनेगा।
महाराष्ट्र में लोगों ने रिकॉर्ड तोड़ लैंडस्लाइड जीत महायुति को दी है। महायुति ने जिस तरीके से गए 2.5 साल में परफॉर्म किया, माननीय मुख्यमंत्री एकनाथ जी शिंदे साहब के नेतृत्व में जिस तरीके से अलग अलग योजनाएं, जिस तरीके से डेवलपमेंट का काम, सिर्फ डेवलपमेंट, उसके सिवाय जो है कुछ बात हम लोग ने 2.5 साल नहीं की। लोगों तक हम लोग पहुंचे। मोदी जी के पास जो हमने मांगा गए 2.5 साल में, वो सब देने का काम भी केंद्र के माध्यम से हुआ। अरे मैं कार्यकर्ता हूँ छोटा, अभी सब नेता बैठेंगे, डिसाइड करेंगे और फिर आपको पता चल जाएगा।
There is no difference between the three parties. We worked excellently. We had a little setback in the Lok Sabha for various other reasons. But this time, all the three parties, all the workers worked with each other hand in hand, and we won the elections. We won the confidence of the people of Maharashtra. And this is a spectacular victory, unprecedented. That's why it puts much more responsibility on us to behave and act responsibly. I don't see any problem. The issue of formation of government will be resolved in the next few days. हमारे सरकार जो आज है उसमें एक मुख्यमंत्री, दो उप मुख्यमंत्री हैं, तो स्वाभाविक है कि तीन पार्टी होने से ये फॉर्मूला लगभग हमारा आगे भी कायम रहेगा।
No decision over chief minister post yet in the state of Maharashtra. Is it Devendra Fadnavis or Eknath Shinde? That is the big question. Separate party meetings have happened. No joint Mahayuti meeting yet. Mahayuti leaders expected to meet Amit Shah tonight. In fact, BJP leaders firmly backing Devendra Fadnavis as chief minister, while Sena leaders want Eknath Shinde to retain the post. Both are, of course, popular leaders and have done much for the alliance to their credit. In fact, Fadnavis drove BJP to this massive victory. He has a lot of administrative experience. He's known as a key strategist and troubleshooter for his party. Also wields a lot of influence. Shinde, of course, is grassroots level leader, strong Maratha face, also wields influence in Thane as well as Konkan regions. He will be definitely beneficial for the alliance, especially during civic body polls. Now, Fadnavis is certainly man of the moment. He's been instrumental in the decisive victory of BJP of Mahayuti, clinching the numbers BJP has, which is 132. Shinde Sena, great strike rate once again. Both of them are being credited for Ladki Behan scheme. Shinde, of course, is being seen as the face of this scheme, but Devendra Fadnavis is also doing much to make sure the scheme is implemented. Ajit Pawar, we believe, is backing Devendra Fadnavis as CM. BJP is 13 short of a majority in this 288-member assembly, but its tally of 132 ensuring that it needs only one of its allies to form the government. So therefore, this could leave Eknath Shinde with few bargaining chips to push for the top role, as BJP can in fact form the government with just the support from NCP. But since BJP Sena is in sync over many issues, fissures are certainly unlikely to arise, and with one of its allies not backing them is an extreme scenario. But certainly all parties expected to sit together with Amit Shah and other top BJP brass in Delhi and come to a consensus as far as the chief minister's post is concerned.
Well, that's in Maharashtra, but of course in Karnataka, the Congress has much to cheer. The Congress and Chief Minister Siddaramaiah seem to be on a firm footing with the victory in all three assembly constituencies that went for bypolls over the weekend. So what's the fallout of the results? Remember, what's the road ahead for the Congress? These elections were fought in the backdrop, remember, of the MUDA allegations and the Waqf controversy in Karnataka. Emphatic win in the Channapatna seat in the old Mysore region, which was a prestige battle for the Congress President D.K. Shivkumar, and that's also a huge blow to Union Minister and JDS leader H.D. Kumaraswamy, whose son lost that seat there. What's next for Nikhil Kumaraswamy? Remember, a third loss in a row for him is also a big question. A blow for the BJP too, as former Chief Minister Baswaraj Bommai's son lost the family bastion of Shigaon, which Bommai had vacated after he won the Lok Sabha poll. So what do the results mean for the big players of Karnataka politics? Joining me this evening, Surbhi Hodigare of the BJP, Aga Sultan of the Congress, Professor Chandan Gowda and Professor Sandeep Shastri, who followed Karnataka politics very, very closely. My first question to you, Surbhi, These by-elections were fought in the backdrop of the MUDA allegation and the Waqf controversy. Does this result reflect that the guarantees on the work of the state government and the Congress itself remains firmly in pole position on the ground in Karnataka, and those controversies don't politically, electorally matter to the Congress? Your first response.
Thank you for that question. First of all, I think, as the party that has lost these three bypoll elections, we take this very humbly. We take this as a moment of introspection and congratulate the voters as well as the Congress for having secured these three seats. Having said that, Yes, there were a majority of issues that would put any ruling government to shame. In the last 2 years, the number of scams that have come up, the number of allegations that have come up, as well as acceptance of scam in the floor of on the floor of the House in itself, has been a major dent to Karnataka politics. I don't believe that this is a referendum on any of the scams or a referendum on the ability on the state government to deliver its promised agenda. Yes, there were multiple factors that led to this result that we saw in the three by-elections. We must also remember that in the history of Karnataka elections in politics, when a state government is in power, the probability that they'll win the by-election is much higher. This was true when we were in power as well. I do think that going forward, there is a MUDA session for us to look forward to. We are not backing down on MUDA. We are not backing down on the Valmiki scam, which, that 187 crores money, does the question go away? And I'll end with this. I'll just say this.
Point taken. I just want to get Aga Khan into this now. Sir, while it's been projected as a reiteration of the victory of the government, is it adjustment politics at the grassroots that seem to have won again in Karnataka, as it has always been the case? And this is very less a referendum on the performance of the government. Your response very quickly.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. My name is Aga Sultan, not Aga Khan. I would like to correct you there. Definitely, the governance of Honorable CM Mr. Siddaramaiah ji and Deputy Chief Minister Mr. D.K. Shivakumar ji, and the 5 guarantees that were implemented on the first cabinet itself has paved the way for the victory. And basically in Channapatna especially, Mr. Yogeshwar winning by 25,000 plus, Shiggaon 13,000 plus, Mr. Yasir Patan, and then Mrs. Annapurna 9,000 plus in Sandur. It is a big hat-trick. And see, anything is the mandate of the power of oath. When all 3 constituencies, Congress has remarkably performed, what more you want? The 18 months, 19 months of governance is there to see in the results. Definitely, it is good governance, and the guarantees which have helped the poor and needy at the grassroots level has paved the way for our victory. And this is just the beginning. And the Kannadigas, the Karnataka is such a lovely state. We are only for good development and good governance.
All right, you made your point. Both politicians have made their point. I'm going to go across to Professor Chandan Gowda now to understand the intricacies of this verdict and the implications of it. The first one, Chandan Gowda, is as far as Channapatna is concerned, Nikhil Kumaraswamy's 3rd defeat in the electoral fray, with Prajwal Revanna not expected to recover from the kind of allegations that he's facing and the case that he's facing. Nikhil Kumaraswamy's electoral career not taking off. What does that mean for Gen Next of the JDS? Very quickly, and how much of a prestige blow is it for H.D. Kumaraswamy in Channapatna?
Veera, the 3 defeats will not mean anything as far as Nikhil Kumaraswamy's position in the party goes. He will continue to be the next generation leader, and he will seek the mandate another time whenever that occasion arises. Because I don't see anyone else. Like you said, Prajwal is in trouble, and there's no one that within the family who's laying claim to take over from Nikhil. So that's, I think, irrespective of the Channapatna outcome. Yes, I mean, the party has taken a big hit, and it's a time for deep introspection, if you ask me, because it's the first assembly election they've gone to after hooking up with the NDA during the last Lok Sabha elections, which has meant a clear sense for how the traditional support base is responding to that decision. So a portion of the Muslims who were with the JDS are not with them any longer. A portion of the OBCs are not with them anymore. And I think a portion of the Dalits are also feeling uncomfortable about aligning with a party that's gone with the BJP, at least in South Karnataka. Now, this is alarming for the party because that was its winning combination. Although it is seen as a Vokkaliga party, it always relied on a section of Vokkaligas and a section of these other big community voter base. Now, the implications of the Channapatna election will be felt across its traditional stronghold in South Karnataka. So whether the JDS will try to now work on its separateness, ideological separateness, regain the trust of these communities and show that it's there with the NDA for now, it may not be with them forever, it will be an independent party, or whether it will succumb to the pressures of a central government that is ruled by the NDA and eventually go with them for a longer time than anyone would expect, remains to be seen. Both options are open, the second being the more tempting option, I think, for them.
Okay, you made a point as far as the long road ahead in front of the JDS. Sandeep Shastri, you have observed all of it. You've heard the politicians. You've also heard Professor Chandan Gowda speak. I'm going to devote the rest of the time we have on this discussion to that one crucial factor of adjustment politics, quote unquote, of Karnataka. In fact, DK Shivkumar, the Deputy Chief Minister, who's had a huge boost with the win at Channapatna, says even some BJP leaders helped out CP Yogeshwar's campaign there in Channapatna, resulting in his victory. Is this again firm proof that irrespective of what the realities are in the rest of the country, whether it is Maharashtra or elsewhere, in Karnataka, the core local political equations and grassroots realities are what determine the final result, not the big controversies or the campaigns that we see in the headlines?
Veera, point number one, let's remember these were by-elections which have specificities in the area where it is held. And I think it is a significant setback for the BJP and the JDS that they were not able to retain their seats. And of course, a huge boost to the Congress to achieve this hat trick. Having said that, I'll immediately add that winning all the 3 seats will not in any way take away attention from the larger issues in Karnataka politics. I think the government will need to get its act together. Very clearly, in one of our post-poll studies in Chenpatna, we found that there was tremendous support for the 5 guarantees that the Congress government is implementing. And I think it's important that they don't take away attention from that factor. Our poll also showed that people saw the Chenpatna battle as a battle between DK Shivakumar and HD Kumaraswamy. I would agree with Chandan when he talked about the JDS having to seriously revisit its approach. But I don't think it's just the JDS. I think even the BJP would need to do that. Because keeping the alliance together, how does it benefit both the sides, I think is a crucial question. And I think the JDS would need to seriously think about how the Vocaliga base it has does not get eroded with this alliance with the BJP. Right. And the BJP, on the other hand, faces a challenge that Kumaraswamy should not be the spokesperson of the alliance in Karnataka, but having itself won so many seats and having 3 ministers in the government, they should be speaking on behalf of the alliance. So I think there is this challenge which both the BJP and the JDS have to address with regard to the future of their alliance. Important points that you make there. Surabhi Hodigare, does this put the BJP on a back foot as far as its challenge on the guarantee scheme? Because as Professor Shastri is pointing out, the guarantees remain extremely strong at the grassroots. And B, does it also show the intricacies of the BJP-JDS alliance in the old Mysore region? Quick response from you.
As much as there are local factors, there are state-related factors that determine election outcomes. We are also a national party, and as you've seen in Maharashtra, one Lok Sabha loss 6 months ago has led to has brought us to an assembly election victory. We learn fast, we're quick on our feet. We again appreciate that the mandate of the people have been incredibly decisive, which means that we are back in our drawing room, we're figuring things out. Having said that, it's not just about whether figuring out in southern Karnataka or in Chenpatna what happened, what did not, where our alliance with the JDS stands. As of now, there is no big thought process on that front. But going forward, it's about bringing out these, we probably have to work harder to ensure that the very apparent issues that you're seeing on your TV screens every day is not settling into the voters' mind. We work on that, ensure that that comes through. That is our challenge, and that is what we are going to be doing.
Aga Sultan? Aga Sultan, it's just a by-election victory. Things keep changing in politics is what Surbhi is saying, that eventually the issues that they've been raising will continue to remain the forefront of it. Is it too much of a boost to read from a by-election victory?
Mr. Shastri told a very pertinent point. He advised that the guarantees schemes should be, implement more than implementation. It should reach the grassroots level. I would like to tell the viewers that Honorable Chief Minister and Honorable DCM, we have formed a committee, one chairman of the cabinet rank and vice chairman at state rank, to monitor the implementation of the guarantee scheme at the state level. Then at every district level, we have another guarantee committee of 10 members in every district level. So the guarantee schemes are there to be implemented. It will stay as long as the Congress governs, number one. Number two, the work done by Mr. Yogeshwar in Chenapatna was also very laudable. He had done wonderful work in irrigation, connecting the Iblur barrage to many ponds. Coming to Mr. D.K. Shivkumar, I would like to say today he is the undisputed leader of the Okaligas. I mean, no one can challenge him at the moment. Okay. And also with Mr. Siddaramaiah ji, Honorable CM, he is the undisputed Ahinda leader, a great mass leader. So we have twin supersonic engine here in Karnataka, more than the double engine at Delhi.
Okay, and when you say two supersonic engines, I'm going to slip in this one quick question. When you say two supersonic engines, is it very clear which engine is ahead and which engine is going to be behind all through the 5 years? Or is that churning and that internal battle still something the Congress is worried about?
Good question. I laud you for this. I am thick in politics too. I have seen them work shoulder to shoulder. Can you tell me one statement of any of the two criticizing each other? Never. One statement. Both are working in tandem. That is called supersonic double engine. Okay. And believe me, the kind of understanding these two have
You've given
is
a
fantastic.
Definition.
Sorry?
You've given a definition of supersonic double engine. I just want 20 seconds each, Chandan Gowda as well as Sandeep Shastri, the key big takeaways for the road ahead as far as the Congress is concerned. Does this negate most of the controversies that the party was facing just ahead of the bypolls? Quick responses from Chandan Gowda first and then Sandeep Shastri, last word.
Veera, you're absolutely right. These three by-election victories have given them a second chance to regroup and get their act together after that fabulous mandate they got in the Vidhan Sabha elections 2 years ago. Because soon after the win, we saw that the government wasn't able to consolidate the public impressions around it, right? Although the schemes were underway, etc., there was enormous confusion. Then the scams broke out, and it seemed like there was little coordination in how the government was dealing with the public. No, Veera. So here's a second chance for them to do something about it on multiple fronts. Let's see what happens.
Right.
Veera, a quick point.
Sandeep Shastri, quick.
The by-election results do not negate the larger questions on the performance of the government. The government needs to get its act together and demonstrate performance. They're approaching halfway down their term, and this has always been a crucial time for governments. Do they move forward from there at the supersonic speed that our friend is talking about, or does that supersonic speed result in movement forward and not knowing which direction you have gone in? That, I think, is the important question.
Okay, important note to end this conversation on. Thanks to all four of you for joining us here on this conversation. I'll just go across to a quick check of the weather of the East Coast, as the Met Department predicted that the depression over the Bay of Bengal will intensify into a deep depression. Heavy rain has been predicted for large parts of Tamil Nadu, including Chennai city. The Chief Minister says that the state is prepared for the rains. NDTV's Sam Daniel reports from the beaches of Chennai city.
The depression over the Bay of Bengal, Met says, will intensify into a deep depression tomorrow, triggering extremely heavy rainfall in the Delta districts of Tamil Nadu on Tuesday and Wednesday, particularly in districts like Mayiladurai, Nagapattinam, Thiruvarur and the Karaikal region in the adjoining Puducherry. Already the Met has issued a red alert for Kadalur and Mailadure districts, besides the Karaikal region in Puducherry. With respect to other areas, today and tomorrow, the Met says there could be heavy to very heavy rainfall, particularly in areas like, again, Mailadure, Tanjavur, Pudukkottai and Ramanathapuram districts, some pockets of Chennai and adjoining districts as well. With regard to the situation on Thursday onwards, the Met says there could be heavy rains in areas like Chengalpattu, Kanchipuram and Viluppuram on Thursday. And on Friday, there could be again heavy rains in Chennai and adjoining districts, besides Thiruvarur, Ranipet, Thiruvannamalai, Kallakurichi and Chengalpattu districts. This in a sense brings back memories of the floods last year around the same time. The sea is quite choppy in Chennai, and Chief Minister M.K. Stalin says the state is fully prepared. So the Delta region in particular preparing or bracing for extremely heavy rainfall on Tuesday and Wednesday. Authorities saying they're fully prepared. In Chennai, with Suresh, Sam Daniel, Friday TV.
Rougher off the beaches there, and Sam will have to watch out when he does that recording again. But that's all we have time for on the show here. News and updates continue on NDTV.
Hello, Moto.
I now request the Honorable Prime Minister to launch NDTV World and address the summit.
It was the grand launch of NDTV World by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. NDTV World, as he laid out his vision for the India century at the NDTV World Summit.
ऐसी सदी जिसमें भारत के प्रयासों से दुनिया में स्थिरता आए.
In the presence of those who are shaping our future.
मेरी तरफ से आपको ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं हैं.
NDTV World, your new home for global news is here. Stay informed and entertained with the new and updated NDTV News app. You can watch all our channels live, listen to podcasts, read breaking and exclusive news from around the world and more. Download the NDTV app today and get access to the best journalism and storytelling on your smartphone or tablet. The NDTV app. News that matters to you.
Hello and welcome to India Sense, where I speak with global opinion